Are you looking to encompass the luxury of a chartered yacht vacation in a one-night event? Welcome to Ecstasea Yachts, your preferred luxury event planner.
Who are we? We are Ecstasea Yachts. We are a yacht rental company, and we also provide event planning and coordination. Our commitment to customer service, stunning views, and a luxurious experience are what give us a competitive advantage over other venues. Our company takes care of all the planning and execution of the event, including setup, decor, catering, entertainment, music, and teardown. We plan to operate out of the cities of New York City, Boston, Miami, and Tampa.
Our management team is comprised of our company's three co-founders. Jason is our CEO and is responsible for the overall strategy of our organization. He comes up with our operations plans, which are incorporated in each new city that we open up in. Sara is our CFO. She is responsible for financial management, including keeping up with rental payments, vendor budgets, and ensuring that we always meet our profit goals. Dana is our COO. She's responsible for the day-to-day operations, which includes checking in with the office managers at each new location to ensure that our employees are always working to our company's high standards.
Our business falls under code 81299, which is social event planning and coordination, because primarily that's what we're doing. It can also fall under code 531120 because we are also leasing a dance hall, banquet hall, and reception hall venue. It falls under the party and event planning industry. The party and event planning industry is projected to grow at 4.3% over the next 5 years. We're still recovering from the recession a little bit when people started to plan smaller, less extravagant events. One challenge that this industry has is that customer taste and trends rapidly change, so these companies have to change with that and quickly to keep up.
When conducting our competitor analysis, we found that our number one direct competitor is a company called Entertainment Cruises LLC. They're a strong company. They've been established in 7 different cities, and they have a very good reputation online. They've got excellent Yelp reviews and Google reviews. In fiscal year 2015, they had boasted sales that exceeded $177.2 million. And one of their major weaknesses is the fact that they only operate out of the Northeast. They operate out of Baltimore, Boston, Chicago, New York, Norfolk, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. So their market is pretty much limited to the Northeast. So that would be their major weakness. When completing our competitor analysis and looking at indirect competitors, we found that the major cruise lines such as Carnival Corporation and Royal Caribbean Cruises are the largest indirect competitors that we have. The strengths of these companies are that they have extensive ports of departure, they have longer duration of cruises, and cost of each cruise and also events on the cruises would be significantly less than chartering a private luxury yacht. One of the weaknesses of these companies is lack of privacy. Their events are, on board a large public cruise ship, so there's a lot less privacy there, and the experience tends to be a lot less tailored and a lot less luxurious than what we're able to offer with our company. The competitive advantage that Ecsatsea Yachts has when compared to its main competitors are primarily going to be customer service oriented. We are going to be offering a 5-star luxury experience. So our focus is going to be on excellent customer service. We plan to provide a specialized event coordinator for each customer so we can tailor their event so we can meet all of their expectations and create the most luxurious experience that they have in mind. We're also going to have the ability to choose from pre-made packages on board our yacht, or we could have a completely customizable event all the way down to live music and specialized dishes for the catering service. Um, Also, we have the major advantage of being able to offer the most amazing and spectacular views of some of these great cities, and these views just simply aren't available in a normal brick and mortar venue. When analyzing barriers to entry for future competitors, we found that one of the biggest barriers is going to be the amount of capital needed to get started and running. The cost of yacht acquisition is extremely high. The cost of yacht operations is extremely high. The crew needed to staff these events, most of them are pretty skilled, so they demand pretty good salaries. So we found that to be the number one. Another barrier to entry is going to be the specialized skill set needed to provide the type of luxury service that we're going to be offering. You can't just take a Denny's server and throw them onto a five-star luxury experience such as this. You have to have specialized chefs, specialized stewards, and event coordinators that can handle this level of service. So that's going to be our other barrier for our future competitors. Consumers that are most likely to use the services offered by Ecstasea Yachts can be broken down into two main segments. The first will be by income. So we're going to be looking for those that have an annual income of greater than $100,000 a year. Because of the five-star type of service that we'll be offering and the luxuriousness of the service, we are going to be charging a premium for that. So in order to do that, we'll have to be targeting those who can afford it and have higher disposable incomes. The second consumer segment would be age groups 24 to 55. So this age group is going to have a higher disposable income. They're also going to be more likely to be planning weddings or other large important events. And this age group is also going to be more likely to be having a child that they might be planning an event for, such as a bat mitzvah or quinceañeros or birthday party. And then lastly, this group will contain mid-level managers that have the authority to plan and purchase the corporate type of events. When analyzing the consumer demand, we've looked at our industry as well as a similar industry and looked at the future growth projections for those industries. The growth projections are very optimistic for event planning and coordination services, which is where we're going to fall into. Very similar type of industry is banquet hall, dance hall, reception hall rentals, and that industry is also projected to continue growing. We feel that customers are going to be likely to travel a pretty significant distance to experience and book an event on one of our yachts. This is because the competition is pretty slim, especially when you're considering the fact that most of the competition doesn't offer high-end, five-star, luxurious yachting experiences. So for the purpose of the business plan, we're gonna focus on a 75-mile radius of our yacht locations. Although more than likely, we feel that consumers are going to be willing to travel even a greater distance than 75 miles to experience an event on one of our yachts. So on the next slide, we're going to analyze each of our market areas and the projected growths there. When analyzing the consumer demand based on our operating locations, we chose a 75-mile radius around our yacht locations, and what we did was analyze that target market for the number of individuals that fall into our consumer segments and target market groups. So first is New York City. The 75-mile radius around New York City has approximately 10 million in the age group of 24 to 55. It also has about 2.1 million individuals that fall within that age group, roughly have an income of above $100,000. In this target market, the increase is expected to be about 4.6%. In the Miami target market, in the 75-mile radius surrounding it, we are showing that there's 1.9 million individuals within our target market age group, and there's about 325,000 individuals that have income above 100,000 that fall within our age group. And this market is expected to grow at about 14.4%. The next market area is Tampa. That 75-mile radius surrounding Tampa has 4.7 million individuals that are in the age group of 24 to 55, and within that age group there's about 850,000 that have an annual income above 100,000. This target market is expected to grow at a rate of 23% annually. The Boston market is in that 75-mile radius, has 3.4 million individuals that are within our 24 to 55 age group, and of those there's about a little over a million that have an annual income above 100,000, and this target market is expected to increase at a rate of 4.8%.
Our goal is to become the dominant event venue choice for businesses and individuals in New York, Boston, Miami, and Tampa. Once we're established in these cities, then we'll evaluate other major cities that we could expand into. Our service fills the gap between local small-scale yacht event rentals and large companies that offer chartered yacht vacations to destinations outside the U.S. Our company handles the entire event planning process. This includes, but is not limited to, custom decorating, five-star dining, and entertainment. There is no one better to plan an event on board a yacht than the team that works with the venue and the local vendors on a daily basis. Our impeccable service and convenience are what makes us unique. Our pricing strategy is cost-based. This is because startup costs are high for a company like this. Buying a yacht, leasing a yacht is expensive. It's also difficult for a company differentiating itself with its quality service to compete based on price. The customer will pay a face value for all of the elements to the event. This is food, flowers, entertainment, etc., and we'll charge a 20% planning and service fee as our markup. Suppliers and vendors may vary depending on location and cost. In our New York location, we'll be renting our yacht from the Luxury Yacht Group, hiring PCK Catering for events, unless otherwise requested by a guest, because we do offer customizable events, and ordering flowers from a high-end company, Elon Flowers in Manhattan. Entertainment will be found and hired on a per-event basis. We determined that we won't need a patent, but we will need to trademark our name and logo and purchase our domain name for the website. Our employee training materials, business plan, marketing plan, and logs of sales calls will be trade secrets. We have a number of plans for marketing. First, we will have a professional website for our brand. We'll run online ads targeted to people who search event or yacht rentals. We'll be represented at wedding and special event conventions, offer event planners commission for referring their clients. We'll also reach out to local newspapers and magazines about features. And we'll also offer referral discounts for clients to help build our reputation through word of mouth.
Our headquarters and first open office will be located in New York City, and we will also expand to other cities including Miami, Boston, and Tampa. Each city will have its own office, and we'll also need to rent docking facilities nearby to house the yacht when it's not in use. Once a customer chooses a date for the event, the yacht is reserved and docking facility rentals are confirmed. The event planning process begins immediately, and our planners begin hiring entertainment, choosing decorations, and finalizing a menu. Ecstasea Yachts will have procedures in place for both employees and contracted staff. These procedures will cover dress code, guest interaction, and the execution of service. Our procedures will be replicated at each new location. At Ecstasea Yachts, we have the staff and availability to operate a maximum of one event per day, except for the time required for more extensive yacht repairs. Each yacht will be capable of meeting maximum demand for small and large events, up to the passenger limit of each yacht. We will have arrangements with engineers and mechanics to minimize yacht downtime by completing yacht repairs and scheduled maintenance during our unbooked hours or even after hours. We will also have enough event planners on staff to cater to every need and want of our guests so as not to compromise service, especially during our peak seasons. The following startup costs are the funds that we would need to start in 4 major cities before actually opening up for business. The rent deposits are 1 month's rent on average for a yacht in 4 major cities. So that would come out to $1,620,000 for all 4 cities. We spoke to a local web design and SEO company for our web design and SEO setup, which would equal $7,500. That same company priced a logo design at about $2,000. After some research, we discovered the price to register your business in New York. We also included in this $1,200 figure the cost for licenses in other cities that we plan to open in. The wages before opening would be $29,000. That would be for employees at all 4 locations. Legal and accounting fees come out to $3,000. Supplies come out to $12,000, which makes for a total startup cost of $1,674,700. Ecstasea Yachts will combine a fee-for-service revenue model with a commission model. Customers will be charged for the service or package that they choose. If customers determine that the most basic yacht package will fit the needs of their event and their guests, they can then purchase that option rather than the more advanced option. Each package will include different levels of amenities, and customers can choose within these options what they need. For services that are not cost-effective to offer in-house, we will provide customers with a list of preferred vendors. If a customer utilizes a service from a preferred vendor, then our company will take a commission for brokering the deal. Our major revenue categories will be food and spirits at 45%, entertainment at 25%, event planning and service fees at 15%, venue rentals at 10%, and decorations at 5%.